Hey everybody, welcome back to Learning at Home with Mrs. V. Alright, so today we're going to be adding and subtracting with common denominators. Now, when you have common denominators, it's very simple. All you do is take your denominator, put it over here, and you're done with it. All you have to do is add or subtract the numerator. That's all you have to remember. So, adding and subtracting with common denominators are a piece of cake. All right, so let's get started. So we've got 4/5 minus 1/5. Well, we have fifths in the denominator, so all we have to do is write fifths. So now we have to determine what the numerator is going to be, and then we're done. So 4 minus 1. Now it's really important to make sure that you keep track of what operation you're using. It's really easy to say, okay, so the first 5 problems are addition, and then the last 5 problems are subtraction, or if we have them sprinkled in there, to go ahead and add when you're supposed to subtract or subtract when you're supposed to add. Be careful with that. That's the number one mistake, people not paying attention to that operation. So here we've got 4 minus 1, so we've got 3/5. Now we take a look at this fraction. This is a proper fraction, so we're done. All right, so let's go on to 8/12 plus 3/12. I notice that I have an operation change, so I need to keep that in mind when I'm looking at this. My denominators are the same, so I just simply write the denominator and I'm done with it. Now all I have to do is add the numerators. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11/12 is a proper fraction. I'm done. 7/8 plus 3/8. All right? Common denominator, bring it over. 7 plus 3 gives me 10 in the numerator. Now I notice that I have an improper fraction. So I need to go ahead and decompose. If you can decompose in your head, that's fine. Some people can't do that yet. You're still practicing, that's fine too. Write it out. And just because something is on Google Classroom doesn't mean you can't write it out on a piece of paper on your own. All right, so we've got, I know that there's more than 1 in there, so I'm going to pull out the 1. There's my 1, 8/8. So how many eighths do I have left? Well, I have 2/8 because 8 plus 2 is 10. So here's my 1 whole and 2/8. So this equals 1 and 2/8. All right, now I'm done. Pretty easy. 12/10 minus 4/10. Well, I see that 12/10, I'm going to keep an eye on this because 12/10 I know is an improper fraction. It's more than 1. But I am subtracting, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. So I've got 12 minus 4. Well, I take 2 away, and that's 10. Take 2 more away, and that's 8. And then I bring across my tenths. 8/10 is a proper fraction. So now I'm done. That's all there is to adding and subtracting with common denominators. The biggest thing you have to do is make sure that you follow the operation. The operations can change from problem to problem, so you have to be careful with that. You also have to look for improper fractions because you need to change those. You will need to change those and make them mixed numbers. I've shown you how to decompose those so that it makes it easier in order to figure out what the mixed number will be. All right, so adding and subtracting with common denominators, piece of cake, or maybe piece of pizza. All right, I want you to keep watching, keep thinking, always stay curious, and I'll see you next time.